Real Madrid are once again facing a growing injury crisis at the worst possible moment of the season. Just when the team seemed to be finding rhythm and stability, another key player has been sidelined, adding to an already concerning list of absentees. This latest setback highlights a recurring issue that has plagued the squad throughout the campaign: physical fitness and squad depth. Injuries are not new in football, but the timing and accumulation of these problems are beginning to seriously impact Real Madrid's ability to compete at the highest level. Under the leadership of Carlo Ancelotti, the team has shown resilience and tactical flexibility. However, even the most experienced managers struggle when multiple key players are unavailable at the same time. Rotations become limited, tactical plans are disrupted, and younger or less experienced players are forced into high-pressure situations. The identity of the newly injured player has not only raised concerns among fans, but also intensified debates about the club's medical management and physical preparation. Supporters are starting to question whether the current workload, training intensity, or scheduling could be contributing factors to this wave of injuries. Moreover, the absence of crucial players affects team chemistry. Football is not just about individual talent. It relies heavily on cohesion, understanding, and rhythm. When players are constantly coming in and out of the lineup, it becomes difficult to maintain consistency, especially in decisive matches. This situation is particularly worrying given the timing. Real Madrid are entering the final stretch of the season, where every match can define their success or failure. Whether in domestic competitions or European battles, the margin for error is minimal. Dropped points or underwhelming performances due to a weakened squad could cost them titles. The pressure is also mounting on the remaining fit players. With fewer rotation options, they are expected to play more minutes, which ironically increases the risk of further injuries. It's a dangerous cycle that can spiral quickly if not managed carefully. On a more positive note, this crisis could also serve as an opportunity. Young talents from the academy or bench players now have the chance to prove themselves on the big stage. Real Madrid has a long history of developing stars under pressure, and moments like these often reveal unexpected heroes. Still, the reality remains clear. Injuries are disrupting the club's momentum. Fans, analysts, and former players are closely watching how the team will respond. Will they overcome adversity and maintain their competitive edge? Or will these physical setbacks derail their ambitions? In conclusion, Real Madrid are facing a critical moment in their season. The accumulation of injuries is not just a temporary setback, it is a real threat to their ambitions. With key players unavailable and pressure increasing, the team must show strong character, smart management, and collective unity. Under Carlo Ancelotti, Real Madrid still have the experience and mentality to. The football world is holding its breath as Kylian Mbappe faces a race against time to be fit for the upcoming El Clasico between Real Madrid and FC Barcelona. Following a recent muscular injury, the French superstar is now considered highly doubtful for one of the most anticipated matches of the season. This development comes at a particularly sensitive moment. El Clasico is not just another game. It is a global spectacle, a historic rivalry that often decides the fate of the La Liga title. The possible absence of Mbappe adds a dramatic twist to an already high-stakes encounter. Since joining Real Madrid, Mbappe has quickly established himself as a key figure in the team's attacking system. His pace, technical ability, and clinical finishing have made him one of the most dangerous forwards in world football. Losing such a player ahead of a decisive clash significantly weakens Real Madrid's offensive threat. The injury, reportedly affecting his hamstring, has raised concerns among both the club's medical staff and fans. Muscle injuries can be unpredictable, and rushing a player back too quickly carries the risk of aggravating the problem. As a result, the coaching staff led by Carlo Ancelotti faces a difficult decision. Should they take the risk and include Mbappe if he is not fully fit, or prioritize his long-term health and keep him out? From a tactical perspective, Mbappe's absence would force Real Madrid to rethink their attacking strategy. His ability to stretch defenses and create space is unique, and replacing him is not a simple task. Other attacking players will need to step up, but the overall dynamic of the team could change significantly. On the other side, FC Barcelona may see this as an opportunity. Facing a Real Madrid side without its most explosive attacker could give them a psychological and tactical advantage. However, underestimating Real Madrid has historically been a mistake many teams regret, especially in high-pressure matches like El Clasico. Beyond tactics, Mbappe's potential absence also impacts the global appeal of the match. Fans around the world eagerly anticipate seeing top stars perform on the biggest stage. A Clasico without Mbappe would lose part of its excitement, although the rivalry itself remains powerful enough to captivate audiences. There is still hope, however. Recovery timelines for muscle injuries can vary, and Mbappe is known for his professionalism and physical conditioning. The final decision will likely be made close to match day, depending on medical assessments and the player's own feelings. This situation also highlights a broader issue in modern football: player workload. With congested schedules, international duties, and intense competitions, top players are increasingly exposed to injuries. Mbappe's case is another reminder of how demanding the modern game has become. As the countdown to El Clasico continues, all eyes will be on Real Madrid's medical updates. Whether Mbappe plays or not, his situation will undoubtedly influence the narrative of the match. In conclusion, the uncertainty surrounding Kylian Mbappe adds tension and drama to an already massive clash. For Real Madrid, his potential absence is a serious concern that could impact both performance and confidence. For FC Barcelona, it may represent a strategic advantage.